Hi guys, my name is Godwin Chika Priska. I'm the creative director to Shirtlet NG. And Shirtlet NG is all about luxury apartments, luxury travels, landed properties, and also homes that are already built and ready for moving. So if you are interested in getting a landed property in Lagos, we should be your plug because we're going to help you to consider all the factors that are considerable when getting a landed property. And if you're also someone who wants to be a homeowner in Lagos, you can also reach out to us and we'll show you different options that are available for you to pick from. Luxury apartments are available for content creators, for short service time, like you want to stay away from your apartment for a while. These places are luxurious and they're very comfortable, serene environment, Wi-Fi, large parking space, clean water, all the comfort you need to be able to relax and fit into that space is what we offer. So hit us up and let us know how well to serve you. So today we're going to be talking about the 7 factors to consider when getting a landed property in Nigeria. This is going to cover from every location, but you should also put in mind that different locations have different methods and way they consider before getting a land. But this should be like the top ones you should consider before you get a land for yourself. So as you listen and learn a few things from us, I'm hoping that you keep us as your number one plug anytime, anyway. Remember this name, Shirtlet NG, shirtletng.com. All right, guys, let's get into it. So the first thing to consider before getting a landed property in Lagos or in anywhere in Nigeria is your budget. You have to have a budget that you can work with because this budget is going to help you in determining if you have saved enough or if you have the money available for the legal fees, the agency fee, and the survey plan. The land survey plan fee as well, because you can't just buy land and leave it open. You still have to fence it all around because of scammers and fraudsters not to resell your land over and over again. And you also have to have a budget determining the location you want to buy from. Location is one of the things you have to consider when getting a land, because you can't consider the price of a land at Ibadan or Ikeja or Abia State, depending, or even Lekki to be the same. They all have different price value, and just know that landed properties are a very good investment deal. Like, you would buy a land for those people who had purchased land 10, 5 or 8 years ago back. Their lands have appreciated. They're selling their lands like 5 times, 10 times what the amount right now. So getting a land is a very good investment. You're not overspending. You're not doing too much. You're investing your money. And investment means you're going to get back what you've put into it in years to come. So in years to come, you're going to be having a good value for your money, which is appreciation. Your land has appreciated. So appreciation is like one of the things to also consider when you're getting a land, because you look at the location and how well the land is going to develop in 5-6 years time, if the land is actually something you want to sell. But if it's not, you're going to look at these factors if it's something you want to build a land on. So if you're going to want to build a house on your landed property, you also have to consider the distance from that place to social amenities, the markets, the hospital, schools, road, all those things that are like motorable. They are like very close distance to where you are going to be staying. And also, you have to also consider the location. The location is also going to matter in the sense that if you want to get a land in Lekki, you know that the land you're getting in Lekki is going to be way more expensive than the one you'll be getting at Ikeja or Ibadan or Ogun State. Even in different states like Port Harcourt, Kano, and the rest is going to be different. And another factor you should also consider when getting a landed property in Nigeria is going to be the The land size, yes, this one is like something I know people wouldn't really understand. For people who have no idea how lands are being bought or how lands are being determined by size and measurements. Now, land sizes to consider when buying a land. So we all know that land can be called plots, acres, and hectares. Now, to know the difference of this size will play a vital role when you want to buy land. I'm just going to break it down to you in as like the simplest way I can. So plots are mainly described as a piece of land for the purpose of farming or building, and the Nigerian Land Division recommended for a house, like the recommended size for a plot of land to build a house in Nigeria is 50 by 100 feet. For those of you who know better or who feel like, okay, this size is not what is working in your location, because these sizes I'm mentioning and this measurement I'm giving doesn't work with every location. Some locations will tell you because of the commercial use of this place, or probably the place is across the road and it has its own method or way of selling it out, they will still explain this to you. But the commercial and normal size for a plot of land to be used to build a house in Nigeria is 50 by 100 feet. You can also do research. And then in acres, an acre is a bigger size compared to a plot, obviously, and it is said to be an equivalent of a standard football field. You can imagine how big that is. So now, if you want to identify the acre by its measurement, it's going to be 4,046 square meter or 43,560 square meter. An acre usually consists of 6 plots. Now, this is how you're going to be able to understand, because I feel it's much more easier. Since a plot of land is 50 by 100 feet, and then an acre of land is usually consisting of 6 plots, each measuring about 60 by 120 feet. So roughly, you know that if someone is showing you an acre of land that you want to buy, probably for a building project, you already know how you can determine the size depending on your location. You need to make sure you make good inquiries, ask questions. Is your money you're spending? Also, make sure that as you're asking all those questions and you're making your inquiries, you're also vigilant enough to understand and see for yourself what you want to get. So now we know that an acre of land is six plots, at least equivalent to 6 plots each, depending on the size. Now, acres, we have hectares. Sorry about that. Hectare is the largest of the 3 sizes, and hectares measures 100 meter by 100 meter or 328 feet by 328 feet or 10,000 square meters. Now, what this is entirely explaining is that since a plot of land is 50 by 100 feet, 50 by 100 feet, and then the acre is 60 by 120 feet. Now the hectare now is 1,100 square meters, and that is like equivalent to like 15 plots. Now, make sure you understand your location and where you are staying before you can be able to determine if these sizes I'm mentioning are also in accordance with your location, because these locations can be for places that are places that are central, like Lagos, Ikeja, Lekki, Ogun State. I do not know about your state, so you can inquire about the ones in Kano State, Kaduna, Calabar. I've heard states like that have their own layout and how they offer their square meters. Now, moving on, we all know land always appreciates. It doesn't matter the location. If it's for investment purposes, like you buying to resell in 5-10 years time, you're always going to get value for your money. And then if it's for a building project, you should also have it in mind that you need to be close to social amenities like a hospital, school, roads, things that would enable you to navigate and enjoy where you purchased this property. Now let's move on. Another important factor for buying a land in Nigeria is the purpose. We just talked about that, whether it's for investment purpose or it's for building. You should always have a budget. You should have your location in mind. You should have just have everything in check. Have a list in particular. Now, another thing you should consider is payment, like how you pay. And how you pay is another way to determine whether you're getting scammed or not. So your payment method is very important. If you're going to pay, try not to pay for any landed property in cash. It's important that whatever payment you're making is getting documented and you're getting a receipt, no matter how small the payment is. If it's for legal fee or agency, land survey, just make sure it is written out on a receipt and you're giving all the necessary documents as you're paying for them, because it's important. You can't be paying for something and they are telling you you'll be getting the receipt later. No, that's not how it works. It works with a proper documentation, and you have to be very, your head needs to be intact, and you need to be informed promptly so you don't go and get scammed of your money. It's also important that you engage your lawyer when you are getting a landed property. And I know for some of us who might not be so opportune to be very educated, and you might feel like a lawyer is expensive, it's important you find a lawyer that would be on your payment level, like a lawyer you can afford but will still be able to tell you the things and let you know about all the legal importance and documentation that are needed before you can own your own land. So please take note of all these things. I'm very sure some people have prospects to get a land, and some other people already bought and they've had experiences that are very bitter to share and all that. But it's important that whenever you're buying a land, you make good inquiries. You'd see a situation where people are buying, people have bought landed properties and even built houses on sites that government will come out and be like, this is government space property and these houses are being broken down, and as they're being broken down, people are losing their roofs over their head, nowhere to sleep, because those places now will be used for construction for things by the government, maybe to just increase the size of the road, enlarge the road or something, and it always end up it just falls back on you and you carrying all the burden and cost alone. So please make good inquiries and also be attentive, eyes, ears, everything. Pay attention when you're getting a landed property or a home in Nigeria. So I think I would mention everything that, yes, we've mentioned everything, and we've also stressed upon the mode of payment. Make sure you have all the receipts, both bank details, transfers, everything you're doing, the documented receipts you'll be given. Make sure you have everything, and you're also aware you'll be given, if there's going to be a C of O, you should collect that, you should pay for it, governor's consent, everything. All those things are necessary. And if you are the person out there who just wants a home that has been fully built and furnished, we have that available as well. If you're looking forward to just owning these properties like a home property you want to use for short-let rentals, you want to be a landlord of your own to give out to tenants, any means of investment to just be getting back your returns is good money, especially when it comes to land, a home that appreciates yearly. So I thank you all for staying with me and listening to this factors that should be considered before getting a land. I'm hoping I interact more with people who are interested in getting lands and homes in my DM and also in the comment section. If you have questions or you have something you do not agree with in what I just said, leave them in the comment section. I will reply all of them. I'm so nervous right now because sitting in front of camera makes me giggy, but all the same, I'm glad I was able to bring this out here. And please take note that P1 real estate and investments are having lots of good deals, beautiful deals. There's one at Ibejileke right now that is going on. Landed deals are so cheap. You'll be getting some as cheap as 2.5, 1.5. Their discount are given, and this period of December is the right time to actually grab these offers that are having so many discounts. Even homes at Songo Tedo, there's a very beautiful detached duplexes that are available at very unique prices. I think about 2.5 or 3 million naira. So just take advantage of all these offers that we posted on this platform, Shortlet NG, Shortlet_NG, and be a homeowner today. Thank you all for listening. God bless you.